looking at items, we see that Team Gopher Muffins, they have some energy items, and the Milos Kiro has a regeneration item. For Team Neat, the Thor Hero has nothing but drop pods, so the Thor Hero should consider going back soon. Marine Hero has regeneration. Oh, and over here we see that the Drone Hero is fighting against the Ghost Hero, and the Ghost Hero ran into a bunch of Broodlords and might die to these Broodlings, but smartly uses Cloak, so it doesn't die. I might take out these Broodlords, which would be quite nice, but you don't want to be traveling on mud as a ground unit. Even chasing snow, the Broodlords, which are very slow, becomes quite difficult. We see that the Marine Hero has a regeneration item. For the Firebat Hero, we have not that much, just an armor item. And the Ghost Hero has a few passive abilities. So we see the Spine Crawler has gone back to mid to try to control it. Marine Hero taking unnecessary damage from the Spine Crawler Hero. We see that at top the Milos Kiro and Drone Hero, and Defiler Hero started to break through the bunkers. And the Thor Hero is alone right now. The Spinecrawler Hero has brought back its Broodlord, and it's probably going to try to siege this lane again. Over here we see that the Marine Hero is going to walk through critters again, probably unnecessarily. Yep. At bottom we see that Lurker Hero nearly killed the Ghost Hero, but the Ghost Hero got away with a nice drop pod, so that was pretty nice. At top we see that the Thor Hero is continuing to be pushed back, but both the Defiler Hero and Milos Kiro need to consider going back since they're both low in energy and life. Upgrades are 0-0 for both teams. At bottom we see that the Lurker Hero and the Drone Hero intend to push, but I'm not sure if any of them have detection, so they might not be able to deal with the Spinecrawler, the Ghost Hero very effectively. But no, they actually do have a Overseer, and the Ghost Hero might actually die to this Lurker Hero. Yeah, so that was actually pretty nice. Nice use of Drone Hero. We saw that nice use of an Overseer. We saw that the Drone Hero went back to buy items. The Milos Kiro is also going back, and the Firebat Hero probably engaged the Defiler Hero, but both of those heroes should consider going back. At top we see that the Lurker Hero just pulled in a Marine Hero and killed it. So you got to be really careful when you're facing a Lurker Hero to not get pulled using a Silk Thread ability, because then you could just die. So especially if you're a range hero that isn't that fast. We have a bunch of Marines here dropped by the Marine Hero, not doing anything. I'm not sure what the purpose of that is. We have a Lurker Hero burrowed, so Team Nitro won't be able to get rid of Lurker Hero unless they decide to purchase a sensor tower. At top we see Milos Kiro crawling over mud, which is a very unusual sight. It's not high enough level to fly yet. So not that much is happening right now. Oh, we see that a Firebat might die to the Lurker and the Drone Hero. The Lurker and the Drone Hero are pushing quite effectively, but they'll need detection to deal with this Ghost Hero. Oh, we see that the Spinecrawler Hero has placed an Overseer at top of this ramp. What it's planning to is it's planning to use these Broodlords and the Spinecrawler's range to hit these production buildings from afar. So if you ever play Hero Attack very often, this is actually a strategy that a lot of people play the Drone Hero use, and it's quite annoying, but it is possible to deal with. But I think the Ghost Hero is just too much since they don't have detection, and I'm actually, yeah. So the Spinecrawler Hero gets away. Lurker is gonna run. Broodlords are planning to run. So it seems that Team Nitro has held off the push. At top we see that the Defiler and the Meteor are also pushing. So at this point, Team Gopher Muffins actually has a lot more map control than the other team. Experience-wise, it's actually somewhat even right now, with Gopher Muffins having a slight lead, but Gopher Muffins is definitely winning. They're definitely winning in kills, 7-3. So that's fairly nice. Looking at items, we see that the Firebat hero is smartly putting a sensor tower there to deal with any lurker heroes, so that's quite nice. The Spine Crawler hero is getting killed by the Marine hero, the Firebat hero, and a bunch of Marines, but the Spine Crawler hero is just so high leveled right now that it can deal with 2 heroes and a bunch of units. So yeah, because like the Firebat hero is really low level, so so that just all comes back to what happened during the early game. Here we see a fight between the Ghost Hero, the Thor, the Defiler, and the Mutalisk. The Defiler is very low life, and one sniper or 2 will kill it, but I don't think the Ghost Hero sees it. No, it does not, but I don't think... the Mutalisk hero does have echolocation, so it can detect the Ghost Hero, but Mutalisk hero smartly gets away. Defiler needs to get away or it will die. Defiler dies because it didn't back off when it should have. We see that the Lurker hero is pushing bottom again. Upgrades are still 0-0. At top we see that the Defiler hero is... the Drone hero is continuing to push and has an Overseer to deal with any Ghost hero, but we see that the Firebat hero uses this ultimate, which will most likely kill the Spine Crawler and all of these Broodlords. So yeah, so I think the Drone hero definitely overextended itself, and for some reason the Firebat hero is targeting it targeted Broodlings instead of the Spine Crawler hero, which allowed the Spine Crawler hero to live, and the Lurker hero came to pick off the Firebat hero and prevent the Spine Crawler hero from dying, so that's pretty good teamwork. Over here we see the Mutalisk hero finally has flight, so it can fly. And of course once you get flight you become much more mobile, but it costs energy. But we might see it start to harass buildings or something, and for some reason the Ghost hero is running away from Mutalisks, taking extra hits that it didn't really need to take. It could have probably killed the Mutalisk 1v1, but like just one hit and it will kill the Mutalisk hero, but it chooses not to, so that wasn't very smart by the Ghost hero. Over at top we see the Lurker is borrowed, and at this point Team Nitro is fairly contained by Gopher Muffins. And over here we have a Thor hero, and just checking items, we see that the Thor hero has 0 items, and it's basically like 17 minutes into the game, so the Thor hero should really consider going back to buy items, because, and I don't know if it's going to crawl back to base, I don't know, because like the Thor hero has a drop pod, he can teleport back to base, but I'm not quite sure what the Thor hero is planning to do. At the bottom lane we see that the Lurker hero and the Drone hero are trying to push the bottom lane again. We see that the Drone hero has chosen to get the Spore Crawler ability. And at top we see the Defiler and the Mutalisk are pushing, and the Thor hero is just crawling back to base even though it has a teleport item. I don't know, the Thor hero should probably buy some sort of item. Spend minerals. Minerals are good. You want to spend them. We see the Marine hero sort of wasting its Marines. I don't really agree with that. It'd be better to put them near the bunker to help defend against this push. Where did the Drone hero go? Okay, for some bizarre reason we have a Nidus Canal in Gopher Muffin's base. I don't know why that's there. You don't need... You just don't need a Nidus Canal in your base when you're Zerk, because you can just use the beacon as a Nidus Canal. But that's okay. At top, we see that the Thor hero is crawling back to base while dying to the Defiler hero's Insect Swarm ability, and the Thor hero just needs to go back to get items. I just don't understand this, but whatever. The Spinecrawler hero is hitting the Ghost hero for some reason. Ghost hero dies. Marine comes in, Firebat comes in. Marine is for some reason not firing at the Spinecrawler, and as a result lets his ally die, so that was a bit of a mistake. We see that the Gopher Muffins team has placed in proxy Nidus canals, so that just allows them to reinforce much quicker. And at top, we see that we see that the Zerg team is pushing with the Defiler and the Milosk, and they've killed most of the defenses of Team Nitro. And not sure where the Thor is. The Thor is just sitting there while its base dies, and oh, it finally bought an item. Terran, it bought weapons. Not sure I agree with that. I think maybe getting a spell item, like even grenades, would help, because when the other team's pushing your base and they have a bunch of units, and anything that deals splash damage is really helpful. And also, like, the Thor is supposed to tank, so I might have preferred maybe some armor. But anyway, so at bottom, not much is going on. I think Gopher Muffins is just going to push top. Not sure where we have the Milos hero and the Lurker hero in base, but I think they might use this Nidus canal to reinforce very quickly. But yeah, Team Nitro is not managing to defend their base very well, even though it's basically, I think it's 2v4 up here, but that's too bad. We have a random Brewlord sitting around here, not doing that much. We have the Defiler hero rejoining the fight. The Thor hero isn't really doing that much. It's not using energy at all. It's not tanking damage. Like, it could move ahead and, tank damage for these buildings so they don't die, but it's staying back for some reason. Even though it has a revive ability, so it really needs to help tank for the team. What else is going on? Mutalisk is just flying around, saying hi to that Broodlord. Team Nitro does manage to defend off the push, but they really do need to purchase orbital commands to help heal those buildings. And I think we have the Mutalisk and the Lurker pushing bottom now, since Team Nitro pushed top. So Team Nitro might need to go redefend that. Looking at upgrades, it's still 0-0 to 0-0. I'm actually really surprised none of the teams get upgrades, but whatever. Yeah, so right now, Team Gopher Muffins has Team Nitro contained. They've killed the majority of defenses for both teams, and they have like complete map control at this point. So, and Thor is not being very useful in general. So, yeah, I expect this game will end very soon. Gopher Muffin, Team Nitro is in a pretty big hole. Experience-wise, if we look at the leaderboard, they're about like 2 to 3 levels behind Team Gopher Muffins.